Hi class, this is Professor Christine Messier, and it's now Tuesday, what time? Oh, it is March 6th of week 2 of our business communication class. Boy, this month is going by already. I wanted to clear up a couple of things that I noticed within the gradebook and also with some emails that a couple of you have been sending me regarding the discussion topics for the weeks. Now, with just a couple of exceptions, there are discussion topics that need to be completed every week of this course. And so to clarify that, I just recently posted an updated syllabus and an updated class schedule, both to the Start Here menu in your course and also as an announcement that you should have received recently in an email. Now, what I've done is I've added the discussion topics within the class schedule so you can see when everything is due, what the topic is, what the chapter is, and there should be no miscommunication at that point. You also always have the availability of the course calendar on the left-hand side of your screen. Click on that and you'll see all of the red deadlines that have been inputted into the calendar so you can see what's due. You can know it in advance what's due. You can plan your schedule accordingly. So those are some options for you. Now, to clarify what the discussion topics are about, the discussion topics are not me asking you a question and then you responding to me. Discussion means that you are interacting. You're interacting with your classmates, so you're demonstrating your understanding of the content related to that chapter. You're sharing your insights about the topic. You're connecting and engaging with your classmates, and you're adding value. Because a lot of what happens in a classroom, traditional classroom, is we get to learn from each other. Someone raises their hand, shares a story, and it makes the concept more concrete to us. Well, online, we don't have the advantage of that. So that's what the discussion topics do for us. They allow us to learn from each other, understand each other's experiences in the workforce, how they've used some of the content. So it helps in the learning process. So please don't underestimate the value of the discussion topics. Having said that, there are 2 requirements for the discussion topics throughout the week. So by tonight, which is Tuesday, before 10 p.m., you're going to log in, you're going to look at the discussion topics for both Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 this week, and you'll be sharing your insights about the topic. Then by Thursday, after everyone has shared by Tuesday night, you have a couple of days to be able to read your classmates' posts and reply directly to at least 2 of your classmates by Thursday at 10 p.m. So going back to my original comment is if everyone waited till the end of the week to post the discussion topics, there would be very little for us to reply to each other. So again, this is an ongoing process throughout the week. Now, week 1, I realized there's some difficulty and some miscommunication. So there will be a one-time pass for the Tuesday, Thursday deadlines for last week, not for this week or anything going forward. But I understand that. I don't want to penalize anyone for the miscommunication, so there will be a one-time pass. Now for this week, this is week 2, and there are 2 chapters assigned for week 2, but there are no written assignments, which is great. So Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 are very valuable chapters. They're one of my favorite chapters in the entire book because they talk about how to have interpersonal communications, emotional intelligence, how to communicate within teams, and how to have difficult conversations. Now, some of you have probably heard the expression, you dress for the job you want, not the job you currently have. And what that means is you want your employer to be able to imagine you in a better, higher position within the company. Now, I feel the same way when it comes to written and verbal communication, is you should be able to communicate in a manner that demonstrates that you have leadership qualities. So the better you communicate, both written and verbally, the easier it is for your employer to imagine you in the next promoted position. So keep that in mind when you're reading these 2 chapters. And again, remember, for each chapter, there's a quiz. So by next Monday, the 12th, you will need to have completed by 10 p.m. both Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 quiz. I just jumped ahead of myself on the slides. It's one of those days. Anyway, again, there is 1 quiz for each chapter, and there are PowerPoint slides. If you go click on the course documents on the left-hand side of your course screen, you're going to see PowerPoints for each chapter. Now make sure that you use these simply as a reference guide and a study guide. Do not use them as a substitute for the chapter reading, or they're going to be very confusing and you won't do well on the quiz. So please use it as a supplement and not a substitute. This week, again, you're going to have 2 quizzes. They're both due by next Monday. And as I stated last week in the last video, here's your contact information to get a hold of me in case you have any questions. In addition, there's the student training webpage where you can have tutorials and frequently asked questions taken care of about course Blackboard. And if you're having technical issues or access issues, the help desk is available to you. So I'm wishing you a great second week. I'm looking forward to your discussion posts tonight. Remember, it's Tuesday, so they're due by 10 p.m. Have a great week.